Hi there, this is Thad Paris from Flame, New York. We are home of New York State's premier firewalking destination. And I just want to share with you for a few minutes today. I couldn't think of a better story to tell than one that involves my favorite donut shop, Krispy Kreme. I'm here in Clark Summit, Pennsylvania. And this place it really holds a special place in my heart because of the story that I'm going to share with you. So I can't even tell you what year it was. It was many years ago. But I was on a trip with some very close friends of mine, Dan Carmen and Mark Ward, and we had our kids with us. And we were headed to New York City. We were going to see a Yankees game. And Dan had asked me if I wanted to go do this, and he got some, I don't know, it seems like, or maybe Mark, I don't know, one of them got these really cheap tickets. It seems like they were $10, which sounds insane with the current ticket prices. But anyway, we had these dirt cheap tickets, and all we had to do was get to New York City and Shea Stadium there to see this baseball game. And so we were cruising down in the old minivan, and of course we had to stop here at Krispy Kreme and get some donuts and obviously wear the hats. And so I've got some great pictures of all of us sporting the Krispy Kreme hats like I got now, and cruising down the highway headed to New York. And that whole experience of road tripping. It was a guys only trip. It was a father-son moment. My son James was with me, and I think John and Zach were with us too. So we had quite a van full of characters there. As you, if you know any of those guys, you can imagine how that might have been. But anyway, we just had a great time road tripping down there to New York, and we get all the way down there, and it was raining the whole day, and it didn't even dampen our spirits at all. We were in the van, we were having a good time. I think we hit a traffic jam at one point, stopped on the middle of the highway with the doors open. We got down there, and of course the game was rained out, and so we drove around Manhattan for a little bit and kind of doing some sightseeing, trying to find something else to do, and really just had a good time hanging out with good people. And definitely a memorable experience for me. The game got rained out. We ended up coming back a couple months later. They honored our tickets at another game, and of course that was great for us. It just meant a second road trip, and that one was equally as exciting. I think that might be when we got stopped on the freeway there with the traffic jam. But yep, some exciting driving there in Manhattan. I'm sure the guys would not agree how fun that was with me driving them through Manhattan, but I certainly enjoyed it, and it was a really great experience for me. And I share that story with you not just because it was a fun time, but because those guys, whether they knew it or not at the time, they were giving me the gift of an experience. So whether it was a birthday or whatever, you could throw money at someone or even buy them a gift that you spend your money on. But really, those things that you spend money on, they come and go. They don't last. But that experience, that road trip to New York, that will be with me forever. That's not something that breaks or falls apart. And I don't spend any time with Dan or Mark anymore, but I still have that memory and that good experience. At a really dark point in my life, that was a bright shining star in that dark spot, and I appreciate that. And whether they knew it or not, they were giving me the gift of an experience. And so I would encourage you for any upcoming events or birthdays, celebrations where a gift is involved, if you can give the gift of an experience, I would highly encourage it. And I tell you, there's nothing greater in the world than having those memories and those happy times that were shared with good friends. And so to Dan and Mark, I say cheers. Here's a hot one. Delicious.